Welcome back once again. Actually, this particular segment is very important for everybody who might be have enjoyed hefty, fiestic time at during Greater Byram with all the festivities and the meals and everything. And after almost 3 days now, we're supposed to be seeking ways to get out, to burn the calories and look forward to go back to our usual daily routine and healthy diets, and therapeutic diets also are very important. We're going to be finding out on how important are therapeutic diets in situations like that, and nobody better to talk to us about therapeutic diets but Dr. Heba Abdel Latif, Professor of Therapeutic Nutrition at the National Cancer Institute, and she is present with us here live in the studio. Good morning, Dr.
Good morning, Dina, and happy feast for all the Egyptians and the Islamic nation. And as you've just mentioned, we are Egyptians full of warmth, and we like to combine the festive atmosphere with eating. They go.
Everybody does. So
we go all together, and we spend a couple of days full of big meals, just as you've said, and big calories, lots of calories, and we need to recorrect all these again to go back to the track. Yes, to work it out.
But then even our cuisine is very warm and it's very delicious, it's very organic, and that's why you love food. I mean, we are one of the nations who really cook well.
And exactly, and if you travel
so
abroad,
excuses.
If you travel, by the way, the Egyptian cuisine, they can cook all the types of, you can find very good Asian cuisines in Egypt, French cuisines in Egypt. We have very professional cooks here in Egypt, and even the mothers and in the families, they know how to cook, actually. So it's very tempting.
It's tempting, that's why.
Yeah.
But then we really need to take you in that particular, hopefully it's going to be enough time, because we need a lot of time with you. You always give us your golden tips concerning all those calories, yes, and the fats and the carbohydrates that are associated with that particular period. You usually have very delicious meals, the feta, and also probably the meat that people eat, the Egyptians, and other associated accessories that are related to those meals, like the salads, different salads that has fats also.
The goulash, the vine leaves, stuff, all of these.
Vine leaves is really delicious, and
yes,
you can hardly
cannot count. You don't count. You just indulge.
And
so,
yes, of course.
Let me tell you something. I have two main issues, or maybe three. Number one, the circadian rhythm, the eating pattern, the timing has been disrupted, and we have to, because when you know the problem, you will know what to correct. Number two, that we are not making any movement or any exercises, or even, because I'm not talking only about going to the gym. It is a vacation. We are all resting. Even the daily regular activities, like going to your work, like the usual house chores, we don't do this during the festive days. And there's what's so-called NEAT, N-E-A-T, which is stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis, meaning that every step you take in the day, every activity you make, it counts for your whole thermogenesis and your whole metabolic burning basal metabolic rate, and your muscle sensitivity to the insulin. So this is another.
To the insulin?
Yes, of course, because muscles, we can say it is the first main target for utilizing the glucose to produce power. I'm not talking here about the vital organs like the brain or the other vital organs. I'm talking about the organs that are regulated with the GLUT 4 receptors, which is directly related to the insulin resistance and insulin sensitivity. And muscle here plays a big role. So, and that's one of the reasons that we say when you exercise and when you walk, you increase your insulin sensitivity. So this is number 2. Number 3 that is has been created through these 3 or 4 days, that there is salt and water retention due to the high amounts of salt and high amount of carbs. By the way, carb always gains water. High carb intake, it gains water in the body. Number 4, eating a lot of carbs, eating a lot of calories makes the insulin high, even your fasting insulin. And this is a problem. It's like now we have elephant in the room. High insulin levels, even especially fasting insulin levels, that means that you are on the verge of having insulin resistance. It makes you feel always hungry. It makes you feel a craving for a lot of carb, a lot of calories, a lot of sugars, and high insulin levels gives a signal to the fat cells to taking more fat, and what we call lipogenesis, and it prevents the lipolysis. So even if you try to lose your weight, if you have high insulin levels, it's going to be difficult. So it's like, high calories, high insulin, it's like you called a genie. Like a genie, and now we have to do, yes, we have to do like a metabolic exorcism to get rid of it, to expel it.
But let's get into action. Let me ask you several questions, because people are seeking for, the quick solutions, and also at the same time the most effective and the organic, because people now are very much aware.
Yes.
They're not like before, because of the social media and the, open horizons for information and all this. The turmeric, the pepper, and the ginger together, if I use them in a mixture with something sweet, but not sugar, of course, not white sugar, but something sweet like
natural honey, for example.
Like Jello, like whatever. You can give me the rest of this formula, but then if I use this mixture, I eat it, I drink it. My intake of this mixture on the salad, over in the salad. Yes. If I'm having some pudding or something, but it doesn't have high calories. If I'm having any kind of food that I can spray it on and take it at the same time. Yes. How important is it for the burning and for our digestive system?
Of course.
And all this. What's magical about turmeric, pepper, and the ginger?
Actually, not only these, but there are also other herbs and other food extracts, like, for example, resveratrol, maybe even from the garlic.
Garlic.
Yes, of course.
Can I mix garlic with turmeric?
No, with the salads. All these herbs, it's come from the Mediterranean, by the way, type of food. They have been discovered that they work on many metabolic pathways. They have many polyphenols, many antioxidants. Actually, turmeric is a strong anti-inflammatory. It's
only anti-inflammatory, or
it's strong anti-inflammatory, and it's adds to the thermogenesis. It's add the green tea, for example, also. And they work on metabolic pathways. One of the most important metabolic pathway that they work on, what we call SIRT1 metabolic pathway, and it has been discovered that SIRT1 metabolic pathway has a big role in longevity, anti-cancer, overall well-being, and what we call telomere stability, which is something in the DNA that prevents the cells from dying and from aging and from behaving like a cancer cell.
Turmeric.
All of these polyphenols.
But can I ask you, the ginger, too much ginger, the morning while you're having breakfast, then in the afternoon when you're having some dinner or something, and then again when you're having supper.
No, we don't go for
is it dangerous?
Yes,
Are we
course.
supposed to take a small portion?
Small portions, and the fresh ones, not the powder. It's always better
The pieces.
Yes, to use the fresh roots. It's the root one, because like this, it's if you consume more, it's going to be irritant for the stomach, and it may lead to decrease somehow the blood sugars, by the way. Also, like for the example, the hibiscus. Hibiscus is very good. It's very important, and the orange peel.
Orange peel?
Yes.
For what? I mean, can you relate?
Yes.
I mean,
orange peel has been discovered that there is, from the orange peels and the citrus peel, there is some strong anti-inflammatory. It's called nobiletin. Nobiletin acts as a longevity substance, what we call phytonutrients. And it's like you're having pharmaceutical effect from nutrition resources.
Exactly.
Pharmaconutrition effect.
Therapeutic.
Yes, exactly. So, for example, you can take the orange peel and spread it on the salad, on the meat.
Can I have lemon peel also at the same time?
Yes, of course. It's the citrus peel all over. Mandarin also. You can make a herbal tea from it, like when you drink any herbal tea, you make a herbal tea from the orange peel combined with ginger, for example. All of these acts on the anti-inflammatory and the antioxidant, and increase the thermogenesis. Some of them increase the thermogenesis and help us maintain overall incorporating phytonutrition coming from all the fruits. So that's why I can't understand some people when they say that we are going to omit the vegetables and the fruits from our meals. This is totally not right and totally dangerous. For example, all the the cauliflower, for example, and the broccoli, they have a very, very strong antioxidant substance that helps fighting cancer, especially breast cancer, for example.
Broccoli.
Yes, of course. It acts on mushroom also. It acts on all the cell lines in the progress of breast cancer.
And all types of fibers.
All types of fibers. They very important to the gut health. Very important to the microbiota.
The useful one.
The useful one, and having good types of microbiota is really essential to protect your gut. Now we know the leaky gut syndrome and the dysbiosis, and it's linked to the brain fog, to the eczema, to the urticaria, to the arthritis, even to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and even cancer. So having healthy gut is really, really, really essential, and we need to treat the insulin resistance that may occur from the bad healthy habits and the high carb, high processed carb, it all, and the sugar carbonated beverages, they all
our intake, our daily intake. But then I tell you, can I ask you, are the high insulin, are people born with it sometimes, or we acquire it from bad eating habits?
Okay, this is a really important question. It is called, if it is genetic, we have an incidence, more higher incidence to have insulin resistance later on, and there is what we call the epigenetic, and the epigenetic is related to the environment that we are put in that switch on or switches off the genes responsible for whatever the disease, and starts, from when? From the early pregnancy, from the environment, the womb, the maternal uterus, when the baby is still there. It starts from that point. That's why healthy mother, healthy pregnancy, healthy childhood, healthy breastfeeding, all adds to what's going on and what's going to be later on in the life. And one of the very important strategies to mitigate the problems of insulin resistance actually is two issues. Number one, adopt low carb intake. Number two, intermittent fasting. It is really amazing. It burns the visceral fat for all the females who wants to lean waist, and insulin resistance is related to having visceral fat and big bellies. Intermittent fasting, when it's done right, in the right way, very helpful to calm down and bring down those high insulin levels.
I wish that we could have more time on our program, but unfortunately we ran out of time. Dr. Heba Abdel Latif, you're a professor of therapeutic nutrition at the National Cancer Institute. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You always come with a package full of
thank you, Dina.
golden tips and all the best and useful, most useful information. And by this we come to the end of this edition of the Breakfast Show for now. Many thanks to Dr. Heba Abdel Latif and her usual golden tips. And until we see you again tomorrow, that's a goodbye.